Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm trying a video, and I was like, okay, I knew I believe to film. I knew I needed to film this video because today is Thursday, August 28th, and I have approximately 45 minutes until I need to go to bed, and I still probably need to film another clip for another video I'm currently working on. So I'm trying to make this less than 45 minutes, less than 30 minutes at least, which 4 books. I'm back to Rainbowler. Yeah, Rainbowler, so we'll see if that actually happens. It's like, okay, it's like, because yesterday I didn't have the best, productive day as I wanted to. I didn't feel like I didn't really get anything out of the views. What the video that's coming out later, I don't know when. And, okay, I was actually, I had a pretty productive stuff. I had to export I had to upload a video and then look at the video and then export the part 3 of the vlog. And, I don't know what I was thinking. That, I'm like, okay, I need to just, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the video in YouTube, and I'm just gonna delete all the clips delete all the clips, but have all this, the full video there. For some reason, I don't know what I was thinking, I just said, oh, I'm just gonna delete the full video. And then, of course, YouTube tells me, cannot, and I just said, I know why. I'm done. I'm done when it comes to that. I'm like, golly. So now, if you guys watch my What I Listen We Read a Week in November, it's 2-part. It's only really, and I will say, when you finish, because I'm assuming you probably watch my videos in bits and pieces, because of how long they are, but if part 2 is it is, and there's no part 3 or anything, just no. So you kind of get an insight on what I read during that week. I filmed that this week, last week. So yeah, today's video is going to be a August reading wrap up. I'm filming it early because technically the video comes out next week, I think. Yeah, I think it comes out next week, like I thought. Yeah, I think it comes out on the 1st. Because tomorrow my mom's coming tomorrow from the school to check me out to go on a vacation. I'm gonna calling it vacation. I don't even know if I should call it vacation. I'm going to go visit with her on tomorrow. So I'm leaving by 12, and I'm like, okay. So I plan this video to come out, I think, on the 1st, which is Monday, which is Labor Day. So you'll be watching this on Labor Day. So hey, Labor Day for whoever celebrates. So yeah, I was like, I need to film you. I need to film. And I was like, you're just gonna put that's why I need to film this video yesterday. I didn't know. And today, kind of I don't know. I would think me doing that, I would feel more guilt, but I think I know. I'm like, you did this to yourself. You did this. You accidentally deleted the clips, not the whole video. And I'm like, great. So now, So yeah. So if you can be August video wrap up, I told myself if you guys watched my July video wrap up. Oh gosh, that was an emotional one. That was when things were happening with my mom. That was filmed in That was filmed probably the week before the first week of August. I think that was on the 31st, and I think that video went out on the 2nd or 3rd, the Monday after that. And for some, and I'm so grateful because I feel like at this point it goes back and forth between the relationship with us, and I was kind of I think I was going for the emotions a lot during that time. Because there was things going on, and, blah, blah. So, it's 7 o'clock at night. I'm trying to get this done so I can just cook out. Maybe I have to film another clip for the video I'm filming. So, I need to film that, too, after I film this one. And then, so, yeah. So I'm gonna try to go through this fast, so I don't have to film. Cause there's 2 books technically. If you look on Goodreads, technically I read 4 books this month, and if you look, one I did finish on Goodreads. And I put I think 3 or 2 stars. But technically, I did not finish the book. I had like 80 pages left, and I just couldn't do it. So, yeah. So, let's start out this video. Let's do some, like we always do, start out with some monthly stats. And I think I told you guys in my July reading up, I think I haven't told you guys in this reading vlog before, that I wanted to at least read more than I read last month. Because last month I read 3 books I read 3 books in July, and I said I'm gonna read more than 3, and I read 4. Wow. But guys, I am currently in the middle of 5 books right. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3. Let me look at the read so I can actually tell you if I'm correct or not. So I'm doing a reread of King 13, which I think you guys have always heard. Well, maybe so I'm calling the middle of City Ashes right, and I forgot to pull it. I'm technically in the middle of 5, but I'm in the middle of 3 physical books, 1 and then 1 on audio. So it's just a great life for me. I'm hoping that I can finish all of these by the time August, like September's over. But they're pretty thick, so I don't, whatever. But yeah. So like I said, we're gonna start out with some stats like we always do. So I read a total of 4 books this month. I read 1,845 pages. 2 of those books were physical, and 2 were on Kindle Unlimited. 2 of them were romance books. And technically, I put 2 as mystery because it's what you should call it adventure, like a mystery, because it's so you'll understand when I get to those books. But it was great. So yeah. So the first book I read this month was Play With Me by Mecca Mac. Oh my gosh, guys. I understand the hype now. I understand because I think I said this when I read when I first started reading the Liddy C series. I even started the DC Star series. That I didn't really see the hype because I think I gave technically I want to reread DC Stars eventually, but in Windy City that it usually takes a second book for it to be like the best. Like the first one's not the greatest, but like it gets better after the second one. Like in Windy City, the it's not my favorite out of the whole series, but it's my third favorite because if I had to rate the Windy City, I would say Caught Up, Wind It Back, Right Move. I feel like Play Along and Mile High are tied. But like, did I enjoy Play Along? Because I don't really remember much of Mile High. And then I had to rate the DC stars I would rate Power Play, Slapshot, Face Off, and then Hat Trick. And then like right now I've read 3 out of the there's the 5th one coming out next month in October. But yeah, so the first book I read this month was Play With Me by Becca Matt. This is about Vera Anderson and Jenny Bucket. If you guys, Jenny Bucket is, our female character is, from the first book, Carter Bucket's sister. No, brother, obviously. No. Jenny Bucket is, from the first books, our male character, Carter Bucket's sister. So they're siblings or whatever. And basically, his basically, Garrett's best friends with, Carter, which I can't consider me 4. And guys, this game, like, when I was just thinking about this, and I was like, because I kept going back and forth between a 4.5 and a 4.75 because to start off, I will say this gives a very, 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 very good representation of like, you know, Ginny is. It's like I would say if you experience grief, I would recommend if you're going through grief to read this book because basically Ginny is going through grief and trying to get over her dad's death, you know, and she's basically built her walls up so high that and it's a girl to how because basically she moves into this moves into this apartment and they live in the same floor or something like that. And guys, I would say because I love when it comes to like I think the Play for Keep series is my favorite. Like when they're all together, like all of the characters are together because I was just reading and I was reading a scene between Carter and Jenny's family, and because I just don't I don't understand what Becca Mac when I read like my six when I read caught up when I read Power Play when I played Red Slapshot when I read Play with Me and Unravel Me. I always wonder what did they do because I always say when it comes to my favorite authors, like I say when it comes to um no Carly Fortune, not Carly Fortune, Carly Walsh, Stephanie Archer, Wendy Songford, Emily Henry, Elle Kennedy, Elsie Silver, Abby Jimenez, Baker Mack, uh, Chelsea Crusoe. I always say that I have a recipe. Like basically, they've read a certain amount of books that they know what people like. They've watched book reviews. They've read a lot of books. What they like. They like what they like to read, and they like to write. And basically, every book they write different. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like they have a recipe every time they read a book. I heard someone that I think someone say that, and I was just like, and I just get I can tell when a book basically I was just reread you know I was literally just reading a couple of pages of Keating Romantic a while ago, and I literally was blushing and getting butterflies in my stomach because I was so obsessed with them, and I was just I was literally I can tell when I like a book when I usually have vivid reactions no matter what, and I was just when it came to and I don't know why I just don't like it. Cause I can't say this, but I'm gonna try. She gets the opportunity, and I don't know why she does, why she doesn't take it. But I love it when it's when it comes to I know every author can't do this. I know it's just a personal preference for me, but I prefer people authors when it comes to books like this. I prefer it to be the other way around. So basically in behind that, which this is my unannotated, my large copy. Basically, she's a songwriter that is she doesn't have much confidence, but Jamie, our mailman character in this book, gives her the confidence to and that's what I like about this I love this part of this book. And in Play With Me, Jenny is a dancer. I think she ice skate. I don't even know what she does. She does something, and she has a partner or whatever. And so yeah, I enjoyed that was one part that I was what if and I don't know why But I will say I'm a third act breakup kind of girly. I don't know. I like it because I feel like with a book a lot like with this long, it's like they have to have something. So you can't really go 500 because all of these books, except for the first one was like 400 and something. You can't really go with 400 page, 500 pages of basically them. I haven't been moved for book like I always say I do like slow books when it comes to time, but like it's like do I really do I really not? Because I feel like there's so much slow burn sometimes, so not even slow burn. It's just like I am like agitating myself because I'm like really like or like I'm so excited for them to get together because it's all I care about. To where like the build up is like I don't know, it's just a puzzle for me. I don't like It's Love, but I am kind of in It's Love because it kind of like when it feels right and I'm in the mood for it, I will eat it up. Because like when I say, for example, this book is a you know 400 413 pages, and basically there was already I love He Falls First trope. I love that trope so much. And there's a big trope in this book. That's a big trope in this whole series, probably. And there's an insert because, like, with this book, they have chemistry already from, like, in high school. Like, they knew each other, well, but, like, he already had a instant attraction to her. And then even for, like, 2013, when Johnny first saw Shannon, he automatically had an instant attraction to her. It's like oh, so yeah. I don't know. Like I think I gave it 4 stars, but 4.75 because the way. So I love quotable writing, and this definitely gives a good representation of, you're still healing. You are like I would say you can be loved while you're grieving, and you can I don't know how to describe how I feel about this book. But I feel like it's like, but yeah. I gave it 4.7. I love it. This will probably be my favorite book of. This probably is my favorite book of not 2020, of 2020. Yeah, of August. So yeah. So yeah, 4.7. The next book I read this month, which I'm actually getting the second book in the series tomorrow, which I won't be here to get because I will be on the way to Destin. I This is a book, you know, this is a continuation to a series that was I think only supposed to be a trilogy, and she decided to write another book that went along with it, and then she wrote a beginning of another series of it. So that is the grandest game by Jill Raymond Barnes. This is technically if you look up Amazon, if you look up this book or look up any of these books in the series, if you scroll down to the bottom of like the page, it will have like a reading order. So basically, you're supposed to read the original trilogy, which is the Phoenix Games, the Hoffman Legacy, and then the Final Gambit, and then you're supposed to read the Burris Hawthorne. Because and then you're technically supposed to read this book. Well, this is the first book in this series, and then you're supposed to read the novellas, and I'm going to talk about this later. And I originally asked for this for Christmas. I asked for this one and Games Untold for Christmas. No, for my birthday. Maybe Christmas. I think it was Christmas. And I read, I tried to read it in July. Not July. August. No. I read it in August, obviously. I really tried to pick this up in March of this year. And I just couldn't. I didn't really like our characters at the time. I don't know. I wasn't in the mood for it, and I picked it up on a random day this month. I said I'm just gonna read this, And I don't know, I feel like one character was very mysterious, and one felt very like one that we have. I think all of these characters have been seen in the original trilogy and in the Bird Hawthorne, and I was just like, one I feel like is kind of obsessed with one of the brothers, and one is like, one I just don't really like at all. One I actually started. Cause I think when I really tried to read this in July in March, I don't think I liked that character. But there was like I would say not romantic tension. I can't even say if it's a romance or not. Cause I don't know. I feel like one of the brothers and one of the characters. Cause it's basically like an escape room. I would say. Like they basically have to I think 7 people got a no, let's see 7 tickets, an island of dreams, a chance of a lifetime. But we only get free POV because I think the brother. I don't know. But I wasn't like I love mysteries, but I don't really read like when it comes to actual mysteries. I don't know what to call this. So I'm like, is this mystery? Is this like mystery? Is this like, you know? I don't even know what to call this. And that's why I don't read like actual mysteries and actual thrillers and stuff because there's so many pieces to the puzzle. You're like, oh, like not pieces to the puzzle, but there's so many details to keep up with, and I kind of only really care about so like I really this would be like a 4. Like I was like, oh my god, and I don't know. I think I got really attached to one character because I feel like we got some more depth on her or more, we found out some more things about her, and I don't know. I'm really excited because what really got me was the last chapter or the epilogue, you know, and I'm like, all I want to do right now is like not like the day I picked this up, the day I finished this, all I wanted to do was pick up the next book is Glorious Rivals, and my dad and my stepmom ordered it yesterday, and it comes in the mail tomorrow. And I'm like, I have to wait until Tuesday, no Monday actually, Monday to get it to see it. Cause I thought I don't know what was wrong with me. I thought, which I think if you looked, was that about July 2026? Why did I think that came out? I don't even know why. But I thought the Glorious Rock came out September of this year, not July. I don't know at this point. I'm like, why? Why? So, yeah. So I think I'm gonna this forward because, I don't know. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna this forward. This was good. This was great. So yeah. So the next book is, this is actually the continuation after you were supposed to read The Greatest Game, you're supposed to read this book, which technically I did DNF, like, I had 80 pages left of this book, and this is short stories. And I think I kind of zoned out like the third or fourth short story because I wanted more for one short story, and it was no like I think I like was paying attention. I didn't really. So that is Games Untold by Cheerful Barnes. This is technically like a half like basically about the visual Hawthorne brothers, the 400 brothers. And I feel like this could have been necessary, not could very be unnecessary. One I really enjoyed because we did get because it kind of sold me because I'm really hoping Jennifer Lynn Barnes decides to write a romance book or something that involves Nash and Libby because I didn't like Nash in the visual trilogy. I liked Libby somewhat, but I didn't like I liked Libby in some ways, but I didn't really love her. I didn't really like Nash. And they were talked about in one short story, and then one short story was about Jameson and Avery, which those were my 2 favorites. I don't know. And there was one I can't tell you much because I thought it was spoiled. But I enjoyed this. It just I no I did one because it was like I read the first one and they're the longest one, when I first read the first couple the characters of the story, I was like, who are these from? And the more and more I read, I remembered I knew they I don't remember I remember they popped up. I think in the Final Gambit because the way that they have, which I'm kind of glad Jennifer Mars did this. So basically, every short story she basically did a timeline of each of the book. Like she put Humans Games were the Hawthorne Legacy, the Final Gambit, the Burns Hawthorne, and then the Greatest Game. And then she has each story that went. And this story takes place in. Well, technically, this story, they pop up, and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really like her main character much. I don't know. She felt very emotional, very emotionally available. But I just didn't feel like I feel like this could have been not necessary. I feel like this could I think we would have been fine if this wasn't written. I don't know. I just didn't feel enthralled with them either. I don't know. So I said I had I was on page 380 something. I said nope, and so I DNF'd this. So it was good. It was good when I was actually caring and I was actually paying attention when I was. But so it was good. It was just not my favorite. No. I think I rated it 2 stars on Goodreads. I feel like this would have been if I was to read it again. I don't know. And I'm really hoping. I don't know. I'm kind of I'm like okay. I'm like now I just want to read Glorious Rivals right ahead. I'm like, do I wait until to So yeah. So DF was okay. Was okay. So yeah. And the last book I read this month, which was on Kindle Unlimited, which was book 3 in the Playing for Keeps series, which is Unravel Me by Becker Mac. This is about Adam Lockwood and Rosie. What's her last name? Real quick. I can't remember her last name. I think it's Rosie Brandbert or something. Adam Lockwood. Okay, whatever. And so basically, this is a single mom romance, guys. I think I've told you guys how much I love single mom, single dad romances. I love them to pieces. I love them. They were my favorite. When I realized this was single mom, I was so excited because basically Adam and Rosie meet. She volunteers because she's like I don't know what she really does for a living. I know she's in college for something, but she does what they meet while she's walking the dog from an animal shelter, and it was already he was literally talking about a couple pages before that he's basically giving up on love, giving up because no one feels right, no one I don't have attraction, and he has this terrible ex which she she comes out to buy him at the end. I don't like her at all. I'm kind of glad we don't I'm kind of sad knowing that I only have one more book before the last book, and then after I read the last book in October or whenever I read it, that's gonna be over, and I'm not gonna be able to read the series again for the first time. And I think I knew I was going to get attached to the series. I knew I was gonna love the series, so that's why I waited 2 months to read Play With Me. And then now I'm loving me. I'm like, now I want to do is read Follow With Me, which is the fourth book. But I'm just so this is, like I said, this is a single mom, and guy, it's just I feel like it was an ultimate like attraction from both of them because he literally said she's different. Like I don't understand. Like I think this gives me like if I had to describe this couple, he is the golden retriever, popular hockey player, and she is the sweet, calm, like not sweet and calm, but like and I don't understand how you. I mean, I loved Rosie's son. Oh my god, they were so cute. And I just like, and this is what I said about I'm currently rereading Q13, and I think you guys have heard me talk about how much I don't like um Shannon, which is father and mother. But in Unravel Me, Connor's dad which is Rosie's son, is acts like he doesn't want to be a father. Because I think Connor is 15 months old, so he's like, and I was seeing that really represented why he did it, So yes, I give it 4.7. I feel like this whole series deserves to be wrapped up in a cute bow. All 5 books deserve to be, I'm kind of sad knowing I have 1 book left, and I'm like, oh, good gravy. So, yeah, 4.7, I loved it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This was a short one. This was just, I tried to get this up, so hopefully, because this will be uploaded on Monday, April, not April, no, September 1st, I think so. Yes, when I scheduled it, I don't know. I don't really know. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!